I asked you about your age, how old are you? If your age is 10 years and 11 months, okay, or if your birthday gonna be in the next month, what shall you tell me? Of course, you have only 1 month left to be 11 years, so you can say that I'm 11 years old. This is meant by approximation. Approximation means you got a number nearest to a decimal number or a whole number, okay? In the approximation, we have approximation to the nearest. 10, which is 10, 100, which is 100, 1,000, which is 1,000, and so on. And we have also another type, which is approximation to the nearest unit, which is approximation to the nearest whole number. And we have also approximation to the nearest tenth. And it has another name, 1/10, or 0.1, or 1 decimal place. In this video, we're gonna take approximation to the nearest 10. Okay. The approximation had a sign. This is the sign of approximation, which is a dash, then a sign like this one. This is the sign of approximation. I told you before that approximation means getting a number close to another number. What if I have approximation to the nearest 10? If I have a number like 450, and we want to approximate this number to the nearest 452, and we want to approximate this number to the nearest 10. This is approximate to the nearest 10. What shall we do? At first, all of us know the place values of each digit. The place value of each digit. This one gonna be the unit, this one is the 10, and this one is the 100. Okay. He told you to approximate to the nearest 10. How to approximate any number to the nearest 10? You have to underline the 10 digit in this number. What is the 10 digit in this number? The 5 is the 10 digit in this number. You have to underline it. And circle the next digit. Circle the next digit on your right hand. Circle the next digit on your right hand. Circle the 2. And ask yourself, we have now 2 options. Either the next digit is a weak number or a strong number. Then now, what are the weak numbers and what are the strong numbers? The weak numbers are like 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. These are the weak numbers. So what are the strong numbers? The strong numbers are 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So the 5 is considered a strong number. And now you have to ask yourself, is the 2 a weak number or a strong number? If it's a weak number, so replace the 2 with a 0 and put the rest of the digits. If it's a weak number, so you have to replace the 2 with a 0 and put the rest of the digits. If it's a strong number, you have to add 1 to the previous digit. How? This one, the 2, of course, is a weak number. So the weak numbers, we have to replace the number with 0 and write the rest of the numbers, 5, then 4. So 452 is approximated. After approximation, it's gonna be 450 approximated to the nearest 10. Okay? And the 10 had another way, which is the 10. This is approximation to the nearest 10, and this is also approximation to the nearest 10. Okay. What if I have a number like 457, and we want to approximate it to the nearest 10? What shall we do? Of course, we have the place values of each digit. Here is unit, here is 10, and here is 100. Underline which? Underline which digit? Underline the 10. Where is the 10 here? Underline the 5, which is the 10, and circle the next number on the right hand of the number, which is the 7. Ask yourself, the 7 is a weak number or a strong number? Of course, the 7 is a strong number. So this 7 gonna add 1 to this number. This 7 gonna add 1 to this number. How? Replace the 7 with a 0 and add 1 to this number. 5 plus 1 equals 6. And put the 4 as it is. So 457 after approximation to the nearest 10 equals 460. Okay, then again, if you have in the circle digit a number which is a weak number, so you have to replace this number with a 0 and write the rest of the numbers. If the circle digit is a strong number or a strong digit, so you have to add 1 to the previous digit and replace this one with also 0. So approximation to the nearest 10, almost the last digit gonna be 0. Okay? In the approximation to the nearest 10, the last digit gonna be 0. Okay. Let's take another example. Write 3,819 approximated to the nearest 10. Of course, we know the place values. Underline the 10, unit 10. Underline the 1, circle the 9. Ask yourself, the 9 is weak or strong? Of course, the 9 is strong. So replace the 9 with 0 and add 1 to this one. Add 1 to this one because the 9 is strong. 1 plus 1 equals 2. And put the 8 and put the 3. So the answer is going to be 3,820. Okay, so 3,819 after approximation to the nearest 10, it's going to be 3,820. Okay, now let's go if I have another one like a number 999 approximate to the nearest 10. Here, what shall I do? Of course, this one is the unit, this 9 is the 10, and this 9 is the hundreds. Underline what? Underline the 10 digits, which is this 9, and circle the next number to the right. Ask yourself, the 9 is weak or strong? Of course, the 9 is strong, so it's gonna give 1 to this 9. Okay, I'm gonna write here 9 plus 1. 9 plus 1 equals what? 10. Yes, I can't write 10 instead of this 9. I can't write 2 digits instead of 1 digit. So what shall I do? I shall add 9 plus 1 equals 10. Put 0 and carry up 1 to this one. Then replace this 9 with 0 and do 9 plus 1 equals 10. 0 and carry up 1. 1 plus 9 equals 10. So the answer gonna be 1,000. Okay, so 999 approximated to the nearest 10. Underline the 10, circle the next digit. The next digit is weak or strong? It's strong. So add 1 to the previous digit. يبقى 9 plus 1, replace this 9 with 0. 9 plus 1 equals 10, 0 and carry up 1. 1 plus 9 equals 10. So the answer gonna be 1,000. What if I have another one which is close to the previous idea? If I have 3,999 approximate to the nearest 10. Which is the 10? This is the unit 10, 100, 1,000. Underline the 10, which is the 9. Circle the next number on the right. Ask yourself, the 9 is weak or strong? Of course, the 9 is strong. So it's gonna give this 9 1. So add 1 to this 9 plus 1. Replace this 9 with 0. And 9 plus 1 equals 10, 0 and carry up 1. 1 plus 9 equals 10, 0 and carry up 1. And 1 plus 3 equals 4. So the answer gonna be 4,000.